All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of October the 30th, 2023. Brian and Michaela here with you. And October the 30th, Michaela, that gives you one more sleep until Halloween. So do you have your cocktails ready? Do you have your costume ready? Are you ready for getting all the candy? How's your Halloween coming together?
It's coming together great. I have my costume. We like to do a kind of a family, like a family theme. And
Okay,
This year, my son chose Top Gun. So he is the
as you
cutest
do.
little maverick ever, and I am the chubbiest Charlie ever. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I'm really excited about it. It's one of those things. I get to wear a costume in the cold that
Mm,
actually has a jacket. So
that's true. That's
you,
true.
you're from Ohio, right? So I
Oh yeah.
imagine that you had the same problem that I did growing up in Montana, where you would get this cool costume and then you'd have to wear a parka over it because it's
Yes.
like -20 outside, and you were like, I'm going to die of frostbite. And your parents are like, you have to wear a coat. And you're like, no, so
Right. Yeah.
luckily I'm avoiding that this year.
Yeah, I can confirm. Ohio October Halloween time is pretty random. Like it could either be 80 degrees Halloween night or like 10 below zero with a foot of snow on the ground. It could be like
Sure.
anywhere in that gamut. I remember one particular Halloween, I was going as like a hockey player and I was wearing rollerblades, but there was snow on the ground, so I had to take those off. I was devastated, that I couldn't skate around town for my trick or treating. It was really going to cut down my candy gathering time, but I had to walk in the snow, safety first out there, kids, for sure. So,
Yeah, that's right.
uh, yeah, so I'm glad you're getting everything together. Got the costume ready to go. What about cocktails? Are you serving up anything fancy Halloween night? Are you having people over? Are you gonna do the
I
thing where you sneak some wine into your Yeti cup for the walk, or
Yeah, there is
what's
no
the plan? What's the
sneaking.
plan? Oh, there's
This
no
is a
sneaking.
full on, no, this is, I mean, have you met me? This is an announcement to the world. I do have a Yeti cup just for this purpose. I'm going to make like a warm apple cider bourbon concoction that
Okay.
I can share. I was going to try and make a TikTok like the kids do and share
Mm.
it for our listeners on Halloween. So be on the lookout for that, everybody. But yes, I was definitely going to do that because it's actually supposed to be kind of cold. And what we do is we have one street in our neighborhood that is like super awesome. And that's really great for us parents because we can walk down this one street, sip our lovely adult sippy sips, and then walk home. So there is no drinking and driving because we don't condone that at all at Drink the Movies or Drink the Music. And it's great. It's nice. I get a nice little buzz. My son gets completely high on all the sugar and chocolate that he can handle. It's a good time. Yeah.
That's that's right. And come next morning, belly aches abound, but that's okay. It is worth it to honor the day that is Halloween, the spookiest day of the year for sure. And we have a really fun cocktail for everyone here in the lobby bar this week. I found this one, Michaela. It comes from liquor.com, which is one of my favorite places to go check out cocktails. And I found this one. It is called the Great Pumpkin. Now, this time around this year we've been shying away from some pumpkin drinks, but this one kind of is like a wink and a nod at some pumpkin. It's coming from some pumpkin ale in this cocktail, but not like a full blown pumpkin spice latte sort of thing. So let's whip one of these up. Now this is technically a flip, Michaela. A flip is a cocktail that dates back like way 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 back to like the 1600s, and
Uh-huh.
it's like a combination of like beer and rum and sugar, and it's kind of evolved over the years to where now a flip contains a whole egg, which sounds kind of
Hmm.
gross, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then if you step
Ugh.
back and you think about it, you're like, that's like an eggnog in a cup for Halloween here. So we're going to
Huh.
mix up this great pumpkin. So what you're going to do into a shaker tin is put 2 ounces of your favorite pumpkin ale, 1 ounce of apple brandy, 1 ounce of rye whiskey, a half an ounce of maple syrup, and one whole egg. So go ahead and give that a shake. You're going to want to be careful because that beer is going to have a little bit of carbonation in it. So kind of do it gently at first. Let that carbonation kind of, bust its way out of there, and then shake it a little bit more vigorously. And then you can go ahead and throw in some ice and then shake it again and strain that into your cup. And it's going to be rich and velvety, a little bit of pumpkin there. Garnish it with some fresh nutmeg, and you're good to go.
So I have to tell you, when you said flip and you said this whole egg, I was like, oh God, this is going to be awful. But then the more you talked it up, this actually sounds pretty rich and tasty. Kind of like an adult custard, maybe. I don't
Mm,
know.
hmm.
Mm. This we love eggnog, right? And it's just about the time that we need to start putting together our aged eggnog that is become a tradition here at Drink the Movies and Drink the Music. So
That's right.
I'm super excited about this because I don't think I've had a flip. I do remember maybe 8, 9 months ago we talked about what a flip was, and I'd forgotten until you brought this drink to Drink the Music today, and I'm excited. This sounds very nice. We haven't done pumpkin ale in a while too, so this is good.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's very lush and very velvety, obviously from that egg in there. It doesn't, it doesn't taste like egg. Obviously, you're getting all those spices there from that rye whiskey and the apple brandy and a little bit of those pumpkin notes from whatever pumpkin ale you're going with. And this is going to be perfect, especially if it's cooler. Maybe trick or treating's over for the night, and you're having yourself a nightcap while the kids are sleeping through their sugar comas that they're falling into. Maybe this is a good one, a very kind of adult fancy thing to do while you're warming back up from your night of strolling around the neighborhood. So give this one a try. Let us know what you think about it. You could probably make this without the egg. Just do the brandy rye pumpkin ale maple syrup. That'd probably be good too. But if you want to go the full flip route, add that egg in there and let us know what you think about it. Let us know what you think about these SAG after strikes because they are still ongoing. Apparently we're recording this a couple days early, so I think they're back to the table today officially. So we'll see if anything comes of that. If it does, then we'll be back to talking about movies. If not, we're gonna stick on with music, but that's okay, Michaela, because there is music news in the world, the biggest news of all time. Maybe we talked about the Taylor Swift Eras tour movie that we saw last week over on our patreon.com/drink the movies. Go there if you want a little bit of a deep dive on Miss Taylor. But maybe we're gonna have to do another deep dive on Miss Taylor because Taylor's version of 1989 came out.
It sure did. And I don't know about you, but I really didn't know much about the whole Taylor's version. I was not. I say I was not a Swiftie. Apparently, that is a lie.
As a born again Swiftie,
As a born again Swiftie, I can confirm. But apparently, I didn't really understand what the dynamics was about that for a very long time. And now that I have an understanding, I really love this version too. So it's out. You can get it anywhere. Where your streaming music stuff is. I think it's almost everywhere. It's definitely on Apple because that's where I found it. Really cool. If you have thoughts about this, I'd love you to join our Discord channel and we can talk about all the things 1989 Taylor's version, which I guess there's a short for that. It's TV. So
TV.
anytime I see that now, I thought it was TV channels that they were making, kind of like serious channels, but apparently that means Taylor's version. All right.
That's right. Television is dead, but Taylor's version is definitely not. And there's a couple of these now. I think there's the Taylor's version of this that just came out. I think there's one of Red. I think there's one coming out here
Speak
soon
Now.
for Speak Now. All those things. So getting Taylor's versions of those so she can get her control back over her own music. So that is a pretty awesome. So let us know what you think about Taylor's version. Last week, Michaela, just in time for this week's Halloween, we did our Halloween Spooktacular. That was a lot of fun. We curated a little bit of a playlist, so maybe some good Halloween tunes on there. So give that one a listen and let us know what you thought about that, the playlist format. Let us know what you are adding to your own Halloween playlist because Michaela's got to get some tunes going for her trick-or-treating night of walking around, before she heads into the danger zone, I guess, there with with her Top Gun crew. So that'll be good. But this week, Michaela, we are talking about one soulful jazz queen won her way into everyone's hearts. That is Amy Winehouse. You looking forward to talking about Miss Amy?
I am looking forward to it. Yes, when we put out the vote on our Patreon, because that's really the only place where you can officially vote. So if you want to vote, everybody go join our Patreon. It's like $2 a month. Go do it. But when we put that out, I was really surprised because I thought for sure that Alanis would win. But it's kind of interesting because I don't think anybody voted for Alanis. I think it was all back to black, which is exciting. I can't wait to kind of do a deep dive and talk more about the amazingness that was short lived in Amy Winehouse's second album. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, absolutely. It is going to be good. That's going to be on the main show this week. And like Michaela said, if you want to vote on those albums we've got coming out, you're going to have to do that on Patreon. Again, that's patreon.com/drink the movies. This week we've got the vote up now. It's going to be a battle of the 2012 folk albums. We've got Lumineers' first album, self-titled Lumineers, going up head to head against Mumford and Sons' Babel. So let us know what you think about that choice right there. Let us know what you're getting up to for your own trick-or-treating nights. If you have any special cocktails or favorite candies, let us know all that. And thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week in the lobby bar.